One of the reasons that I'm so passionate about the Animal Protection League is that I feel strongly that if you're going to get involved with an organization, either with your time or your money, you want it to be what I call a pure organization. That is, that most of the money goes directly to the cause. The Animal Protection League was started in the early 80s because some concerned citizens realized that we had a really big problem in the Midlands, that so many animals needed to be rescued and rehabilitated and rehomed, but their only option at that time were the city shelters. It's out in the country, it's out a little ways for people to have to drive to. It's actually 11.5 miles out off Garners Ferry Road. I think our adoption rates could be much higher if we had our own land closer into town and the shelter were a little more accessible. So, like every organization, we need your money, but we need volunteers. This is an almost 100% volunteer-run organization. As I said, we have a couple of staff people who are paid, but they are focused on the animals. They can't be fundraising. They can't be doing all the other things that it takes an army of people to do. Unfortunately, our army's kind of small. We have a core group of people who tend to do it all. They're the same people who run the auction, run the garage sale, and the same people who run the garage sale are doing the Adopt-A-Pets on Saturday, and frankly they're tired.
Used to come out to the shelter every weekend and work. We scooped poop, bathed dogs, whatever needed. We worked every Saturday and Sunday when I was off, depending on my work schedule. From there we started helping with fundraising, so we started with the rummage sale, helping with it, pricing, setting up, picking up items.
Try and give everybody a buddy, so they have somebody to play with and interact with. It can also alleviate things like boredom, destructive actions, whether it's chewing or fence jumping. If they've got somebody to hang out with and something to do, they're less likely to find inappropriate things to do. It's the cat house. Most of our cats, as you can see, are free roaming. I don't like to cage them if I don't have to. Caged animals tend to get stressed out. This is already a stressful environment because they're either meeting people they don't know, interacting with animals they don't know, have been pulled from their homes if their owner surrenders, and they don't know what's going on, so they're already under stress. And if you cage an animal, they're going to get more stressed, they get bored, they can get sick more likely. So we try and, as much as possible, keep everybody outside of cages.
We do an Adopt-A-Pet at PetSmart in Lexington every other Saturday. We'll bring 8 to 12 dogs in, something like that, and we'll stay here usually from about 11:15 till about 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. The ones that we don't adopt go back to the shelter. We're a no-kill shelter, so we don't want anybody to worry that we'll put the dogs down because we don't do that.
We have always had the same mission from the beginning: to rescue abandoned and abused animals, to get them the vet treatment they need, to rehabilitate them, to shelter them while they wait for a new home, but of course ultimately to find them a home of their own where they can be loved and cherished and live out their lives happy.